Hey, what is going on, everybody? All my Degens and crypto nuts. What is going on, family? Anyways, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for post notifications. Happy Monday, June 9th. Let's see what the crypto market has to offer this week. I was looking at the stock market. The stock market was looking a little choppy. Some cryptos were up a little bit. It looked kind of mixed when I looked at the stock market earlier. But anyways, Bitcoin is back up to 110K. That's a good sign. Bitcoin was holding strong support between 104 to 105,000 for the last like week and a half, close to 2 weeks. Now finally, it looked like it bounced off that resistance at from 105. Now we're back up to. We was just at 105 last night, yesterday. Now we're up, up $5,000 that quick. That's the power of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin moves, it moves. When it decides to. But yeah, Bitcoin is up about 4.3% for the 7 day, 3.6% over the last 24 hours. So yeah, man, Bitcoin is looking pretty strong. Now I'm not sure as far as Bitcoin dominance. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, if it's going down or up, but it looked like the fear and greed is at 55. We got Ethereum back up to over 2,600, 2,657. Ethereum is up 3.2% for the 7 day. Over the last 24 hours is up 5.17%. So yeah, man, on this past weekend I was like, we could have a big crypto week or an interesting week. We're definitely going to see what happens. Today's Monday. Let's check out XRP. Okay, XRP is just climbing back up. We got XRP at $2.32, up 5.6% for the 7 days. It's up 2.2% for the what's that? The last 24 hours. All right, we got BNB, Solana. Let's see what's going on with Solana. Solana slowly moving up. It's up 3.46%, 2.10% for the 7 day, and 0.97. All right, so yeah, there's the big dogs. What started it all? Bitcoin, ETH, XRP. These are the three big dogs, the ones that started it all. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, the fact that Bitcoin is back over 110K, that's a good sign. Fear and greed. We got altcoin index at 28,100, CMC 100, 211, and we got the market cap at 3.43. All right, let's get right on to it. Like I said, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, post notifications. It really helps the channel. Anyways, let's get into these Degen plays, man, that we've been covering. So Jerry the Turtle, JYAI. We took a little dip today. We dipped like 10% over the last 24 hours, but then we slightly came back up in the 1 hour. At one point, I think we were up about 5% in the 1 hour. Then we dipped again. But yeah, we're going to see what happens over the next, couple of days. We've been kind of going up a little bit, then we'll go back down a little bit. That's what's been going on with Jerry. Let's see what's going on here on Dex Tools. Look like there's a few sales. Okay, this says it all. Let's see what's going on in the 7 day. It looked like 1.1 million, 1,125,000 sold. So you got in the 7 day, there's more people sold, but it's almost broke even with the buy and sell ratio over the last 7 days. Let's check out the 24 hours. So 102,000 in buys versus 114,000 in sales. So over the last 24 hours, more people's bought, Jerry, over the last 24 hours. So that's a good thing right there. I know I bought some more last night. I definitely picked up the dip last night on Jerry. I may even pick up a little bit more. I'll see. Um, Over the last 6 hours, we got 19,000 in buys versus 25,000 in sales. So there's been more sales over the last 6 hours. The 1 hour, 6,000 in buys versus 3,000. So it's a landslide for the 1 hour. So yeah, so it looked like that's probably why we pumped it like about 5% in that 1 hour, because it looked like it got like double the buys versus the sales. But anyways, Jerry, this is one of our Degen plays. I still have my price prediction that's set at 1 cent. By the end of the year, maybe 1 to 5 cents. I'm just going to stay locked and loaded. Even at 1 cent, that'll be still under a 1 billion market cap, even at 1 cent. You know what I mean? But yeah, we definitely going to see what happens. I think 1 cent will be around. I want to say that'll be around maybe about 900 million market cap or something, like somewhere around there. But we'll see. But that's definitely going to be long term. But I'll say in the short term, maybe in the next week or so, maybe we can get up to like, I don't know, maybe maybe 3 to 4% of a penny within the next week. It's crypto. Sometimes you never know what'll happen. Sometimes next you know you can look up, boom, the coin is pumping hard. That's how it goes in crypto sometimes. That's why just gotta stay locked and loaded. But anyways, yeah, man, JYAY, that is a lot of us is in this play. Another one we have here, let's check out An Wu, Chinese Andy. Another one of our Degen plays. We kind of took a dip yesterday as well. I bought the dip on this one yesterday along with Jerry. So we went up to a 3 million market cap with Andy, but we're back down to 2.8 million. Okay, so yeah, Jerry, and Wu look like people is buying. Let's check out the 7 day. Let's check who's buying, who's selling. Okay, the last 7 days there's been more sales, 441,000 versus 455,000. Let's check out the last 24 hours. Slightly more buys, 67,000 over 65. Let's check out the last 6 hours. Slightly higher, 22,000 sales versus 21 buys, 21,000 in buys. Check out the 1 hour. There's been more buys in a 1 hour. Let's check out the 5 minute. Okay, wow. There's been 3,500 in sales in the 5 minute versus $13 in buys. So yeah, the 5 minute, that's a landslide right there. A big landslide in a 5 minute. That was looked like a pretty big sale right there, 3,000. But anyways, that's short term. But looking at the 7 day, there's been more sales. We'll see what happens with Anwu. I picked up that dip yesterday. We're still at 8 zeros. But like I said, I'll say by the end of the year, like I said, I believe we can lose at least about 2 zeros with this coin. Two, maybe three. Like I said, if we lose 2 zeros by the end of this year, hey, I'll take that. I'll definitely be happy with that. By the end of this year, if we lose that 2 zeros. But anyways, man, there we have it. Uh, and Wu and Jerry. Oh yeah, can't forget about Birthday. Birthday is another popular one. Oh wow, Birthday just took a dip. It looked like there was just a sell-off with Birthday. Let me check this out. Oh wow, Birdie's at 2 zeros 52. Oh wow, Birdie. I was just looking at Birdie. They are selling. They're dumping this. It look like now. Oh man. Oh man, Dirty. You know what? My gut feeling was telling me don't get in Birdie. I followed my gut feeling and I didn't get in. But I almost did. Then something just kept telling me, okay, I just felt deep down inside I was just gonna be FOMOing in. But they are selling this thing off now. But it was just that it went up to 2 zeros 52. Um, now it's down to 2 zeros 26 for Birthday. Ooh, that is a dip off right there. It happened fast. It was just at 2 zeros like 30 something, 39. It's already down to like 27. So yeah, let's see what's going on with that. Let's check this out. They are definitely taking profits on Birthday. I know they were calling for like a 10, 100 million market cap and all that, but this could be an opportunity. They're definitely It looked like there's definitely some big profit taking going on with Birthday. Definitely, definitely some big profit taking going on. Um, Let me see here. 7 day. Okay, there's definitely more buys. Just the last 24 hours. Yep, definitely more sales. As you can see there, they're selling this off right now. Look at the 1 hour. 46,000 in sales versus 19,000 in buys in the 1 hour. Look at that. That is a landslide right there. That's why I like this Dex tools. You can see everything in real time what's going on. The 5 minute, 7,000 buys versus 10,000 in sales. So let's see how far down this goes, man. This could be an opportunity to get to pick up some of that Birdie for cheap. So right now it's priced at 2 zeros 28, which means you get 100,000 coins for just over uh for over 200, about $280. That'll get you 100,000 coins. The fact that the price went down. I was looking at Birthday. I was like, okay, it was priced at around 49.50, so that would have cost you about what, $400 or $500 to get 100,000 coins. But now it's literally half that now, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think this is an opportunity for people who didn't get in on Birthday, maybe get it. But then again, let's see how far down this dips. Yeah, they're definitely. Let me see. Looking at the one here on Dex Tools. Yep, look at these sales, but people are buying too. People are definitely taking advantage of this dip. I can see there are some buys in. I'm seeing buys and sells. But that's how it goes in crypto. When you sell, there's a buy on the other side. When you buy, there's a seller on the other side. That's how it goes. With crypto and liquidity and all that. That's exactly how it goes. But anyways, yeah, man. These three gems, man, they're gonna work numbers this cycle. But anyways, that is my update on Birthday. Um, what else? And Woo and Jury. Um, you know, uh, but yeah, man, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. So Birthday, I think there was a big, it pumped pretty hard. So that happens a lot in crypto. If a coin pumps pretty hard in a short period of time, there's definitely going to be a sell off. That's just how it goes in crypto. But I believe who are the sellers, they're going to most likely wait for the price to go back down to the bottom and then buy back in. But yeah, man, that is my take on Birthday and the rest of them. And yeah, anybody want to see any extra content? If you're new to the channel, you want to see extra content, and I got exclusive content on my Patreon channel. Come on over. The link is going to be at the bottom left. We got our 24 chat group going on. We're talking about these coins like Birthday and Woo, Jury, and many other cryptos out there. So definitely get on over to Patreon, man. Only 15 bucks, only 15 dollars for the Patreon. Definitely come on over to come sign up. And yeah, man, you won't be sorry. I'm calling these plays early, and I got some more content coming soon to add to my exclusive content arsenal. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. That is my update on these Degen plays. We got Bitcoin. Bitcoin went back over 110,000, and it looked like it's still kind of pumping. Both Bitcoin and Ether is looking good tonight. Let's see what happens tonight, man. Maybe we can get an overnight crypto pump tonight. Let's definitely see. Because normally sometimes when Bitcoin and Ether is pumping during the day, at night, later that night, we can see alts, the low cap utility alts, whether they're memes or utilities, start to pump. But anyways, yeah, that is my take. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. See you guys later tonight. Peace.